Now hold on now, Pimp. And I'm just saying, I'm giving that low ball number just so you can
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, let's not give that low ball
People
number.
gonna watch this, and that dude gonna think that's okay. That ain't okay.
That ain't okay.
Because I think so many women around here are scared to say
35, 40, that ain't okay.
I think women are scared to say what they want, but a closed mouth don't get fed.
And a man still takes her and says it's cool because it's an add to, always an add to.
Like I've been listening.
I see where you're trying to go, but I want to be the one to tell you that men and women are not equal.
Thank you.
Can you explain? Can you elaborate?
Can I explain how we're not equal?
Yeah, can you elaborate? Because we don't.
I mean, there's many things that you can say, like where we are not the same, right? We have different body parts. Let's start there. Like first, when you look at me, we're not looking at the same thing, so you can't expect the same thing from me. It's no different than I'm not gonna call my girlfriend and be like, "Hey, can you come move this couch?" No, I'm gonna call my guy friend and say, "Hey, I need this couch moved," because we are different. And so what I'm gonna expect from a girl, I'm not gonna expect from a guy. Like in a partnership, if I'm taking the same thing that I'm getting, I don't want that. Like we should be upgrading and lifting each other and pushing each other. I'm not looking for the same thing in a man that I already got.
Right.
And so to say that we gonna bow like that, that ain't it.
And it's a thin line. Like I'm trying to be careful because I'm not trying to come off. I'm not a gold digger at all. And any man that dates me or meet me will know that. But it's a certain.
I think when I'm a talk, I think I'm gonna hit everybody's points.
You talk, Marcus. Go for it.
Go ahead, D.
Yeah. My biggest thing is the message itself is horse crap, but in the essence, each individual should be able to have their wants and needs, right? We have to start living not by what somebody else says, but what we're okay with. Once we get to that point and we stop having somebody look at our like I told one of my friends, he go out every day with his girl. He got a girl at home. He go out every day. I never say anything to him. I asked him one time. I was like, "She cool with that?" He's like, "Yeah, she cool with it. If she's cool with it, I'm cool with it because it's none of my business." Right. Now, me and my wife, we totally different. She ain't gonna let me go out all night days, and but I'm cool with that. I'm glad she cares to a point to where she says, "Hey, nah, player, you're not that's about to be out here all day." Things that you care for and like Miss Alyssa, I don't think you're a gold digger at all, but I do think you have certain qualities that you want to meet and see in a man, so you can be able to say, "All right, he gonna take care of me. I'm gonna take care of him." Same thing for you too, Miss Tamala. Y'all have statuses that y'all want to meet and be at. You just don't want, and that's fine. That's what I think is crazy about the message that she's telling all women should be this or all this, and the pool is this. No. Do what's comfortable for you and what you like to do. Like for me and my wife, like I could attest to the other side. I was married to a white woman at one point in time, and let me tell you, it's not what you think it was. I couldn't wait to get back to black people as fast as I can, and now I'm married to one. Okay, and I am so kindly happy.
But that's true. What you're saying about everybody's relationship is different too, because I could be looking for a man that is going to make my life easier. But what I'm bringing to the table may not be financial, exactly. But I'm still bringing something to the table because the type of man that I am looking for is not looking for a woman to bring finance to the table. He's looking for a woman to bring that feminine energy to the table, to follow and not lead. And I'm not saying that I can't be a boss or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but when you know what you want in a relationship and that's what you put out there and that's what you're looking for, that's what's going to come back to you. But finances is not the number one thing, but I don't think a man and a woman bring the same things.
I'm going to be honest. There's really no gender roles in my house. Like my wife will fold clothes one day, I'll fold clothes the next day.
I'm good with a man who's going to be like, "Baby, I'm gonna take your car and get the oil change. I'm gonna do the gas. I'm gonna do this." And I'm like, "Thank you." And I'm gonna wash those dishes in there, and I'm good with that as long as you take care of that car and you take care of. But there's some women who not like that, and that's okay.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all just said two different things because you said no gender roles, and listen, you totally named gender roles.
But I'm saying
but she's okay with
what
that.
Works for me.
Yes, and I'm saying that's fine because What I'm saying is, what's okay for you should be what you have. Like, she's okay with her man doing this, and I'm okay with if my wife asks me to fold the clothes, I'm gonna go fold the clothes. Like, first of all, I hate the way my wife folds towels. It's horrible. So I go in there, I fold them. And then she laughs at me. I'm just saying, whatever's comfortable for you should be what you have. But sometimes the message that we're getting is that this is how it should be for all people. Nah, stop speaking for everyone and speak only for yourself. That's what we got to start doing a little bit more. Speaking for ourselves and what we're looking for instead of trying to speak for the masses. When we speak for the masses at times, especially when it's something that's dealing individually, we have to stop, because what we gonna do? We gonna pick what we individually like. You know, maybe I want a woman like, that's like me having a woman. Ah, man, I look for a woman with big boobs and a butt, right? Then there's some dudes who just only like a big butt, don't really care what if they have boobs. Those are different things that you like. So instead of us speaking necessarily for everyone, we should just learn to speak for ourselves. But
I think when people hear women like her, maybe for Black women, they sometimes are afraid to really say what it is that they do want, because they don't want to come across looking this way or looking that way. But I think, know what you want, say what you want, and don't accept anything less, men and women.
But I think that becomes very difficult though. So like, because I think, first of all, one thing plays a role is age, right? Because when, you know, I always tell, like, if I could do things over again, I would tell myself from 18 to 25, I'm focusing on Norris. I don't need no kids. I don't need no family. I don't need
18 to 30. I'm focusing on Marcus.
Cool. So in that range, you're focusing, you're grinding, because as a man, we should have already had the foundation for a family and a wife. Those are things that we weren't really taught, right? Like, we should already have a home at 30 years old as a man if you're thinking that a wife is your future goal. You see what I mean? Like, we shouldn't be playing house in an apartment if I'm trying to be a man that's trying to bring a family on board. You see what I mean?
But see, I'm gonna say that's different, because we lived in an apartment. We got married. We sat down. We made goals. We was in a house the next year. Like,
yeah, but y'all were young too, though. Y'all started off young, right?
Nah, bro. I was just, well, how old am I right now? I'm 40.
You talking with the first? I'm talking with the first wife.
No, I'm talking about my second wife.
Oh, okay.
Talking about my second wife. We sat down. We talked. Look, bro. We sat down. We talked about it. We got married. We got the house. I said we would have a kid because she asked for a kid, and I was cool with that. We had our kid. Got a new car. We did everything we said we planned out to do. This is why I say it's each individual person and what you do in your relationship and what you look for. You have to talk and discuss these things, because if you don't talk and discuss these things, then you're not going to ever meet each other. The biggest thing that we have right now is we have too many people on the outside trying to be on the inside, and then we have too many people on the inside who want to be outside. Like, pick which one you want to be and stay out there.
I get what you're saying, but I also think that what she's saying is true, though. Because people who are in the dating scene, that's what they experience.
Yeah.
I think like Lisa said, it's a lack of communication. It's a lack of communication when it comes to the dating scene. And it may not be both ways, but like she said, it's so many women that are afraid to communicate exactly what they want because of the message that's being sent out there. Right? Like, I have my list of non-negotiables. I ain't gonna lie. And if it's one of them on that list, there's no point of us having a conversation. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be your nothing.
No, right? Agreed.
At a certain age,
there's also a list of things that I'm like, oh, money isn't everything to me. So money is not on my non-negotiable list. It's on a list. Right, it's on a list that I want, but it's not on, for me. It's not on my non-negotiable. Now there's some things on my non-negotiable.
But my other thing is, she's married. Why is she worried about what single people looking for in the first place?
She's just going virus.
No. I'm just saying
that was okay. So wait, because she said that was her job.
Yeah, that's her job.
That's her job.
Psychologist.
Y'all know that old saying, man. Married people shouldn't be in single people business, and single people shouldn't be in married people business. Y'all know how that be.
Around your own front door.
Well, sometimes a married woman can give.
Stop giving her credit now.
Maybe can give some guidance as to, like, you know, how to kind of, help some, because a lot of times when you're single, it's thinking from an I perspective. It's not thinking from a us perspective, and I don't know. I just know, I think the narrative is being put out there that there aren't enough Black men. And like Tamala said, I think that there are. You just might have to get outside your box of what you're thinking. But I agree with her too. Be open, because there could be somebody else from another race that might have all those things that you want. And that's that part about getting outside your box.
That's
So
that non-negotiable.
Yeah. So maybe
Non-negotiable.
maybe that, thing could be, if you're, especially if you keep dating a certain, person, because I know for me, I noticed like all the guys I dated are kind of the same. So it's like, okay, let me do something different. Let me get outside of that. So I can agree with some of the things she's saying, and some of the things it's like we got to stop putting that narrative out there.
So how long do you go? Let's say you're dating, right? You're going through the dating scene, and everybody you pick, they met that non-negotiable, but they never panned out. Because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So what if you took that non-negotiable and say, you know what? This one time.
I think in the dating process, period.
Okay.
Date try all, try it all first before you just like, especially if you get to a certain age and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, because I had to try the vanilla, and then I realized that wasn't my cup of tea.
Because see, I didn't reach a certain age now, so it's like, okay, we gotta do something different, there, girl. Because
no, I agree with you. You gotta try it. You gotta try it.
But also for me, it's looking at me too. So also it's looking at not, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep allowing this? What is it about me that I keep attracting myself to this? What is it that I think for me, when you get to a certain age, you got to change that question. Not even at a certain age. I think change it, put it back on you, and really focus on like, okay, why are you doing that? And then especially if you have to question it, change it.
Don't be on
because you're choosing what you're not changing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Plug, what's your quote?
A good man don't stay single long, and a good woman ain't available.
I don't know. I think there's still good guys.
A good man find a good woman, but I'm trying to tell you, she cuffed up. It's done deal. It's done dollar.
True.
And he is off the market. And he gonna let you know he off the market. It's just like that.
Let me ask.
Sometimes a good man will go to a wrong woman, like Marcus went to that vanilla queen.
Hey, now.
Then he had to. He's a good man, so now he done found the right woman. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes
no.
Get hooked up with the wrong
Marcus ain't
woman.
the same person that he was either.
Yeah. Agree.
And sometimes a good woman can get hooked up with the wrong man.
No, both of you correct. Like Norris is correct, and so are you. So are you, Miss Alyssa. I dated a Caucasian woman, and it was
wrong.
Yeah, it was. No, it was, because what I looked for in her, was actually what I thought. I didn't, until then, I didn't know I needed it. It was everything that I was looking for in her was actually in a Black woman, which is my current wife right now. I needed someone who was strong. I needed someone who would be forceful. Because it asked Norris, I was a little bit of a hothead. And there was at times you couldn't tell me nothing, and at times she couldn't tell me nothing. And it's like she was afraid to tell me things. And in order for me to grow and be better, I needed to have someone be able to put their foot on my neck and let me know that, all right, yo, you doing too much. And my wife I have now, make sure she's not around, she'll do that though, because she'll put the foot to the throat. But I like it because I know she cares enough to make sure I'm not going off the rails.
Right.
So
for me, it was different because I'm not your typical Black guy.
Agreed.
Obviously.
So
I'm referring to Mac.
Oh no, you're good. You never had, y'all know me. Y'all know, hey, we good.
We love you all the same.
Yeah, but I feel that, like, for me, I wanted to be I wanted to be with someone who's open to conversations and not just so judgmental, not so closed-minded, not still thinking they're in slavery and we backed up 6 million years. And And then also I didn't want to go on, like when I was married, I blew so much money. When I was married first to a black woman, I blew so much money because we were doing this keeping up with the Joneses thing.
But
Like,
wait, you're not saying because you was married to a black woman, you spent a lot of money.
No, because he said we were doing. So he was
Okay.
part of the keeping up with the
I
Joneses.
think I just heard a little bit.
Yeah, but no, so it was like you're doing all this stuff, and it's like it's not making you happy. It's not bringing you in, you're not bringing me anything. You're not growing me in any way. And I feel like a real woman will show you how to slow down. Because guys, we mature slower than women. Women get up here and y'all ready. Like, I just imagine what I would have been back then if I had the mindset I had today. Like how much even further I would have been. You got to think about it. I didn't start reading books until I was 25. I got divorced at 24.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And so it kind of like what Alyssa said. I started looking into myself, like what makes Norris happy, and then now I got to find somebody who matches that. And then every time I found somebody who looked like me, it never matched because this person wasn't reading the book. She wasn't into the work. Like they weren't into the things that I were into. That was just my scenario. I can't speak for every black man. That was my scenario. So like that's why I'm real big on people really dating outside of your race to get a big gamut of things. That might not be your cup of tea, but try it out and give it a true run. And I think you will see a lot of, especially in our family, we got a lot of people who are married and dating interracial, like, and they're doing great. So like, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Especially like you said, when you hit a certain age and it's still not working out.
Yeah,
you choosing what you not change.
Like so especially coming from DC, like
chocolate city.
Yeah, but it ain't the chocolate you want. Like it's like
you think it would be so many intellectual, educated.
It is, but they're also searching for the same thing. And a lot of times you see those black women with white or Italian, or you see what I mean? Because now those women in DC gonna tell you, I'm waiting for 6 figures. Oh,
I'm gonna be honest. I lived in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There wasn't much to choose from at that much time.
So. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't that.
Damn.
No, he right. He right.
Well, I mean, and that's good to know that you said the women I'm not gonna generalize them to DC, but there are some women that you've met that are okay with saying no, he does need to have 6 figures. Because I think sometimes we get scared as women to say that because a man is gonna be like, well, are you doing it? And it's like, I think women and men bring different things to the table. But when you put it out there, what you're looking for, that's what you're putting out there. And that's
y'all could do that though. Like I know y'all personally, y'all 2 ladies could do that though.
Black women.
No,
y'all can have
very
high standards because I know who y'all are. I know y'all education background.
Technically,
y'all could be like, hey,
mine are up there.
Hey, so like I just feel like it's all